Well, hello everyone. It's me, Sam the Blue Tech Guy, once again. Uh, for another unboxing video. As you can see there, I've got two boxes in front of me, and we're going to be looking at two electronics repairs toolkits. Actually, they're like, the screwdrivers and stuff like that. So they're from two different manufacturers, and I ordered two toolkits so that I can have in my arsenal of electronics, and this is one of them right here. It's the Kaisi. It's the Kaisi. I'm pronouncing it right. However, I'll say Kaisi. If I'm saying it wrong, let me know in the comments below. Precision Tools. And there's the website right there, the URL right there, if you want to go to their website and check it out. Or you can also find it on Amazon. I will also provide links in the description, so no worries there. If you don't want to have to search, you won't have to. So, and then we're going to be looking at this one. I don't know if I have it upside down or not. You guys can tell me if I do. See, look with my magnifier real quick. Okay, so we're going to, and this is the Vin Team screwdrivers, console, electronics. So this is another repair kit. And these are two toolkits that you can use for repairing just about any small electronics, cell phones. Both of these even have those tri-wing drivers, those tri-wing bits. I'm getting tongue-tied here. And those are the usual ones that you would use for things like the Nintendo Switch and some controllers. So that's here. So without further ado, let's unbox these. We'll do them one at a time. And I got my notes here. So we have two kits here. When we look at my notes, there they are. You can see them in better detail right there. And there they are. This is what we're getting. So first, we're going to be looking at the Vin Team screwdriver set. It's a 115 piece in one precision screwdriver repair tool kit. And has magnetic professional removable tools for iPhone. So this one it says that you can do the iPhone X, 8, 7, cell phone repair, computers, tablets, game consoles, electronics, etc. So this is the one we're going to be looking at right here, the Vin Team. That's what I'm reading off of right there. And we're going to take a look at that one. And the other one we're going to be taking a look at also, we're going to be taking a look at, okay. Good phone call coming in, but we'll have to take that later. So, we also have the, let's see what we're looking at here. Yeah, the Kaisi, whatever the one. That's a 136 piece in one electronics repair toolkit, professional precision screwdriver set, magnetic driver kit with portable bag. Alright, so that's all. That's the description that I have there for you, and that's going to be this one right here. This is what we're taking a look at right now. So without further ado, let's look at the smaller one first, the Vin Team, and that's this smaller box right here. So let's open it up. I have taken the liberty to unbox most of it, so you guys don't have to hear me ripping up plastic paper or anything like that. So I've taken the liberty to pre-unbox this, and this is what you got right here. So first of all, it looks like we have here a wrist strap. So we have a wrist strap here, and this is for when you're working on PCs and things like that. So you have this little wrist strap right here, for grounding yourself, which is very important, especially when you're working on PCBs. So we have that, and we actually have the whole tool kit right here in this nice looking storage case. It's a nice one right there. And we also have two They also gave us 2 sets of tweezers, straight edge tweezers. So we have these. I think they look the same. Yeah, I think they do. And we have 2 pairs. Actually, so I think these look a little more pointier than the other ones, or they're the same. You guys can tell me in the comments. Remember, I'm legally blind, so I can't really tell if this is more. I think this is more of a blunt edge, and the other ones are a little more pointy. I can't really tell too much. It feels. This one feels more pointy. But like I said, you guys can tell me in the comments. So these would be like for, I don't know, attaching ribbon cables, PCB stuff. So I'm assuming that these are 2 different pairs with 2 different tips. That's what I'm assuming. So we have that, and we have this. So there's quite a bit on this one. Like I said, this one has, let's see, let me pull my notes here. So this is the Vin Team. So this one actually has, like I said, 115 pieces. So it's 115 piece. And yeah, so that's quite a bit. So, you know, that right there. Let me take a look at that. Sorry, look off my notes with a magnifier. And 115 pieces, you get quite a bit of bits right here. So let's take a nice sturdy case. Very nice. Everything seems to stay in place pretty well, so from what I see. So, oh, of course you don't want to be shaking it like that when you have it open, but and that will open it up right here, and these are all your different bits that you have right there. We'll let you take a look. Some reflection there. So I'll kind of angle it down just a bit so you can see. Like I said, we do have the tri-wings. They're in there. And then we have our prior little things to pry open. These are the little pry tools right here. There are more on the other side, so this is not everything. These little pry looking things to get into cell phones and tablets and things like that. They kind of almost look like guitar picks. If you're a guitar player, you want to use this for a guitar pick? Actually, I think it's a little too stiff. You might damage your strings. So, and you have a couple of them here, different configurations of that. So, we have that there, and then right here we have our, this is what they call the magnetizer and demagnetizer thing here. It's for you to magnetize the tips or demagnetize the tips. I've never used something like this before. I'm assuming they're just magnets in there on opposite sides. And we have another little bit thing here. This looks like a little adapter thing here that just came with it on the side. This just came like that. So we have that there, that side. So I imagine that whatever you would need to repair, I mean, you have just about everything that you would need in this kit. So this is a smaller kit, and the other one that we're going to look at in a little bit is larger. And on this side, there's not a lot here. This is the main driver. This is the main tool right here. This is a spring-loaded, flexible. It's a flexible tip, so if you have to get into some tight corners where the actual driver itself won't fit, you know, this is, you can extend with that. So we have that there, and we have another set of tweezers here. We have some angle tweezers, right angle, left angle, depending how you're holding them. Also, so if you need to get into some tight corners to either attach some ribbon cables or something like that, you know, for tablets, PCs, or even for all you people who do Raspberry Pi stuff, this is good. That's why I got it, because I'm going to do a lot of Raspberry Pi stuff. And sometimes you get into those cases and they might be a little tight. We have more little pry bar deals here. Little, pull this out for you here. This is to pry open. This is another thing to get into MacBooks or anything like that. You know, when you need to pry those edges off. These are the actual, yeah. So we have that right there, and then we have another one here. That's probably, I'm not sure what the difference is in these two, but we have this one here as well. We got this tip as well. It also has this little pry tip. I don't know, honestly, I can say they're pretty good. Honestly, I can say they're pretty good. Their build quality is pretty good. So we have that there. And down here we have a suction cup. This is mostly like for removing LCD screens, you know, so you can, or applying LCD screens, probably even to help you apply screen protectors, I'm assuming. So we have that right there with its own little clip. And the actual screwdriver itself, let's take a look at it right here. It's pretty good. You know, you put your tips in there. You can adjust it. It's not adjustable, I don't think it is. It pulls out. It's held on by magnetic. The only thing I've noticed is it feels kind of flimsy. You hear that? So it's not, I don't think it falls out because it's magnetically held. The handle feels like very thin aluminum. So I'm sure it would work for you. It's just the qualities and the build quality feels a little cheap. I mean, for the foremost, it might still work. See how it pulled off pretty quick. It holds on pretty well, so I'm assuming that it would work. It just feels kind of, the quality, the build quality is just not all there. But so yeah, there you go. And that's what we have here. Like I said, we have a flexible tip there. So that's all that's in this kit, and it's all neatly stored. So I like the fact, you know, you can hang this if you want to hang it or throw it in a toolbox. The little bits are secure; they're not going to fly off anywhere. So that's good. So that's a look at this toolkit. This is what you get with this toolkit, and you get an extra. You get these tweezers and the wrist straps. That's what you get with this toolkit. This is the Vin Team toolkit. So we'll pull this one aside for right now. And now let's take a look at the other toolkit here that we have here. So this is the one we just looked at right now, and this is the other one that we're going to look at now. We're going to be taking a look at this one, and I do have some pros and cons on this one. So this is the other piece, the other toolkit that we're going to take a look at. And this is actually let's see here. Okay, so this is the one we're taking a look at. This is the Kaisi or whatever. This is the 136 piece in one electronics repair toolkit professional precision screwdriver set, magnetic drivers. So this one claims to be a little more professional, and it does have this kit does have a lot more. So let's take a look at this one. Alright, it is a larger box, and this one here, there's their branding. They put good branding on there. So, and of course it's made in China. Both of them are made in China. So this one, we open it up and we get a user guide. We didn't get a user guide with the other one, but we get a user guide with this one, I guess, explaining what all the tools are. That's really neat right there. So you're just giving you a quick rundown of what everything is, and just like that. So it's a small, I think, say user guide or maybe a description guide. No, it actually shows you there. So just a very small introductory thing there. You got that. You probably won't use this. We have two pouches in this one. So we have this pouch right here, which we'll first take a look at this little pouch, and then we have this larger pouch, which is the main one. So this one, they give you quite a bit. You know, that they need two pouches. So we'll open this up here. We'll take a look and we'll see what we have in here. So first of all, what we have here is another wrist strap. Yeah, we have another wrist strap for, once again, for working. If you're working in a PC or something like that, or other PCBs that you don't want to take a chance in shorting them out, right, with static electricity, you can ground yourself. And this, we have something here. It's kind of like, maybe, I think this is a kind of pry tool or something. It's got two different ends on there. So we get this funny looking tool, and we get this one right here. We do have another, I think this is to pry stuff open. We've got something with points, and we have this as well. I'm assuming it's another pry tool. We have here also a little, what looks like a little blade, a little, yeah, like a little knife of some kind. One of those, you know, those little utility blades that you could buy at any hardware store. Those little utility where you break the pieces off. I don't know if you can see that. See, so they give you one of these, I guess for stripping wire or something like that. We get a nice little cleaning cloth, so if you're working on cell phone screens or anything like that, nice little thing to wipe them down with. You get that right there. Another magnetizer, little looking H looking deal, or an A shape. No, it's more like a letter A than an H or H. So we get that, and we get these several of these plastic looking things, credit card size. I'm assuming these are squeegees, like when you're applying screen protectors. Let's see, it's got some branding on there. Yeah, it's just got their branding on there. There's something on there, I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to read. I don't even think you guys can see that. But anyway, that's what these are. We've got, let's see, you've got 4 of these. So they give you 4 of these. I'm assuming they're like squeegees or something. We have another big old putty knife looking thing. I'm not sure what this is, but they give us this too. Probably another pry tool. Another set of, we get a set of angle. They also give you a set of angle tweezers for getting into those tight corners. Very good build quality on those, I can tell you right now. And something's rolling off here. Okay, this is, I already showed you all this. So yeah, that's all of what you get in this little pouch. You get all these little tools in this separate little pouch, which is really nice. This one is supposed to be professional repair kit, so I guess that's why they give you all this stuff. So it's really nice. We'll just put all this back in here. Well, I want to say microfiber, but I'm not. I don't think this is. Could be microfiber. Silk. Okay, so that's what you get in this first little bag. We'll put that right here aside. You get your wrist strap, user guide right there, and we'll just put that aside for a while. And now we're going to take a look at the main bag right here, the main pouch. Now, word of caution, be very careful. If you order this, be very careful when you take it out. Also, if you order this kit, handle it very slowly, because during shipping, and I'm going to tell you why, and this is the negative side of this thing. This is what I don't like about it. It has a very nice pouch. I can say that right now. But I think I have it upside down. You gotta be real careful, because, and you might get to see what I'm talking about, and you might not get to see. But here's where a lot of other kits, you get a lot of other stuff in here. This is the big one right here. I mean, it's got every bit imaginable. As you can see here, you got also this one. Also, you have your tri-wings. Let's see if we can get this to focus a little bit. I don't know if I can turn the lighting down or turn the lighting off. That might help a little bit. I might have to just come closer. But you do have your all your bits right there also. So if you're looking at this and you repair electronics, just to give you an idea of what this has. Once again, I will be providing a link in the description. You have some nice little flaps here. And also this one also you have, I think, like 4 or 5 different size of tri-wing screws. So if you're someone who likes to work on those Nintendo Switch, on a Nintendo Switch consoles, or if you like to do a lot of modding too, this is pretty good. So these are all your bits right here. It's more than what you'd probably need. And we do have here the driver. This is the actual screwdriver itself right here. Oops, got some stitching coming off here. Okay. Oh, they didn't do a very good job with the stitching because it's already coming off. That's not good. So here's the bit right here. It does not extend. Some of them will extend, but this one does not. This one feels, the build quality on this one feels a lot better than the other one, than the Vin Team kit. So we have the screwdriver bit itself right here. I'll show you there, and then we have some. Let's see what else we have here. We have an extender. This one also has a flexi extender, so once again, also, you know, if you need to get into some of those tight corners, you can. Although the other one, I'm going to show you. The other one did not have the grip deal. It was just held on magnetically. What I like about this one is this one actually has the little grip style thing. So once you put this in there, you just kind of screw this down like that, and it's held on there very securely. It's not going to go anywhere. Where with the other smaller kit, it doesn't have this grip style thing, so it's just held on magnetically, which means, you know, the possibility that it could go flying off on you if you handle it too fast. So that's the better advantage on this one. So we got that one right there, and then we have this one right here. This is like just like a little. We have a little brush thingy here. Little brush, so if you need to dust off PCBs or anything like that, you get that one. Here it comes in very handy. You get some tweezers right here, also some straight edge tweezers with a fine point, I would imagine. Yeah, so you get that as well. And let's see, we also get some pry tools as well. So this is once again more prying tools to pry open tablets, cell phones, or anything that you might need for the angled edge. So if you really have to dig in there to pull the cover off or something, you have that at your disposal. I'll put that back in. You have another smaller one right here. That's the same thing. You got also double edges. We have that one right there, and we have this right here as well. This is a let's see what this is here. This is an adapter piece. So I would imagine if you needed to, I guess if you needed to extend this thing, you probably could. Let's see, we can try a bit here. We'll just pull off any one, whichever. Yeah, see, and it just holds on magnetically, just like that. So if you needed to extend something, you could. Now, someone may ask, does it extend? Does it extend further? Well, we could demystify that question right now. Does it pull out? Well, from what I see, I don't think it does. No, it does not pull out. You can unscrew this all the way, but it does not. Because some of the toolkits will have where they can extend, you know, kind of almost like a radio antenna style thing. I don't see this one extending other than just about as far as maybe just using this little deal. That's about it. Or the flexible, or this flexible one here. So I just thought I'd hit on that because someone may ask. And then up here we have more of your little pry tools, more of your little guitar pick looking things. We have those there. You have several different variety. I'm not going to pull them out. And another suction cup for LCD screens and stuff like that. So that's about all we got here. A nice little handle and this nice little case. This case is very good. I want to say it's very good for the foremost because if you're working and everything is all nice and laid out, so you don't have to go digging or hunting for the right bit. Everything is there. So when you have this on your workbench, it's very good. The only thing that now we're getting to the negative part. We're getting to the part I don't like. So these driver bits, they're not held on very snug. So it's just a little, just like a little rubber deal. So they're not held on very, should I say, very securely. I mean, they will stay in place if you handle it gently. But, excuse me. But if you happen to drop it, or if you're bumping it around, these little bits, these little nubby things are going to go flying everywhere. I mean, they're going to come out of their they're gonna come out of their little, you know, here, because they're not on there very securely. So they look like they're on there very securely, but they're not. They will slide out fairly easy, you know, if you're being bumped. So when, this is what I mean by, this is what I don't like about it. So when you close it, first and foremost, you want to make sure you're holding it the right way, not upside down, because it's a possibility that they could slide out even with just the slightest little bump. It might do it for me now, and it might not. Actually, they did not, but actually, yeah, see this one right here? We had this one already slid out right here. Well, a little bit. See if you can feel them there. They're already kind of loose, and that's just because I lightly bumped it. But you do have to be careful with these, because I don't want to bump it hard, because then they will all go out of place and you have to put them back. One advantage that I'm going to tell you too, and I'm going to show you this. We're almost getting to the end of the video here. They do have individualized markings. I don't know if I can get the camera to focus for that. Okay. That they do have individualized markings. Get the camera to focus. Okay. I don't know if it's going to focus for me or not. Well, I don't have a micro. I don't think I have a micro mode on this, so you guys can take a look at it. Let me see if I can get the magnifier to show you all. Okay, this is crappy. I'm not doing anything good here. But yeah, if you do order this kit, they do have the engravings on them. It's just that the camera's not going to pick it up very well. But right here, there's an engraving for the size measurements. So this way, you'll always know where, if they do pop out of place or if they do fly everywhere, you'll always know where they're supposed to go, because they have the little engraved markings on each little bit. So that's what I like about that one. I'm not sure if the other kit has that. I didn't take a look, but it might. So, folks, that's about it. We're on about 30 minutes, almost 27 minutes, going into 30 minutes before I stop talking. So, pretty lengthy video, but in-depth look at these two toolkits. Very good. Once again, like I say, if you're handling this one, you got to be very careful. If you're bumping it around or throwing it into a tool bag or something like that, remember that these little bits have a tendency to pop out and kind of be all over the place. So that's the only gripe that I have about this one. Other than that, it's really nice. It's a really nice kit though, you know, just because, you know, when you're working, you just kind of pull everything, you know, it's on your workbench. Everything is laid out. You don't have to go digging for bits. That's what I like about this one. I would recommend that if you're going to be bumping this around or anything like that, which I don't recommend that you do, but I would recommend that you store this in another box. Like, for instance, either a plastic box or maybe a pouch in a pouch, maybe in another pouch or something like this, and just keep it like that. That way it keeps everything together. Very simple. And see, you can either keep the original box and just kind of just throw it in your toolbox, in your tote, whatever. And one other thing is that, like I say, with the bits, the little screwdriver bits, if for some reason you do bump it around or drop it or something like that, you don't have the bits flying around. And if they do, they're not going anywhere. And if they do happen to make their way out of the pouch, they'll stay here in the box. So either way, you won't lose them. So yeah, folks, so that is just about it. Take a look at these nice looking tool kits. Once again, I've showed you, I just did get these on Amazon. You can go directly to the manufacturer, or you can go to my links in the description, and that's about it, folks. So I will talk to you all later. Hopefully you enjoy this video. Give me a thumbs up if you like it, and I'll see you all later. You all take care, and I'll see you all in the next one. Sam out, and I'll see you all in a bit. Well, later, next video. All right.